Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping Tactical Nut here, and today we're here to talk about the Mora Bushcraft Black, so stay tuned. Okay guys, to get started, just so you know, I'm just going to go ahead and put the specs here on the side or down below, because I just wanted to talk about it at first. Semperfiknives sent me this to test out, to get my opinion. It was his knife. I don't know how much he used it at first, but kind of give you a little look. We'll start from here. There's a lot of knife reviews out on this, but I really wanted to get my hands on one to try it out for myself. And when I found out he had it, he volunteered to send it to me along with a JX6. I was really excited. Now, just like most of your standard Moras, it does come with a plastic sheath. What I like about this one is that it will slide right over your belt, so you don't have to take your belt off, or it will hook onto a button. But it does have a rubberized grip that is really comfortable and really grippy. I mean, your hand is not going to slide at all on this bad boy. Your thickness here, just kind of give you a little perspective. Like I said, I'll put the specs down below, but it is made in Sweden. It is a carbon steel, because a lot of the Mora knives are stainless, but a lot of you can also get in carbon. It is not full tang. I think they're only about 3/4, like a rat tail tang. But there's a lot of uses for a knife this size that is this lightweight, because it is really light. Literally, you put it on your belt and you can't feel it. So let's just go ahead and get to using it, and so I can show you what I think. Right. When he sent me this blade, I told him I wasn't going to beat it up too bad. You know, since it's not my knife, it's not full tang, but he did say beat it up, so I think I will. You freak out a little bit there? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. This knife is not designed to thrash on like that, but you know what? I mean, it can. I know a lot of people say not to baton with these and stuff, but literally your hand is covering pretty much completely the full tang, and as long as you're not trying to bash it through a huge piece of wood that's the same size as the blade, you're going to be fine. So processing firewood, you know, of this size, you're not going to have any issue. And it's all about using knives for their intended purpose. So that is one thing people need to remember, because I think some people think every knife they own should be a survival knife, and I couldn't disagree more. Because knives are tools. You don't use a screwdriver to fix everything. So just like that, you're going to need to understand what your knife is supposed to be capable of and keep it within that limits, and you will always be fine. So if you're processing down small firewood because you need some kindling to start a fire, obviously perfect for that. Now, everybody knows how scary sharp Moras come out of the box. I don't know how much he's used it, and I have not touched up the edge or in any way, because I just wanted to see for myself what it was like when I got it, because I know he keeps all of his other knives razor sharp, and this one seems to be no different at all. I mean, Moras, I mean, that Scandi grind, it's just perfect for this kind of work. I'd say that's acceptable. Maybe even more than acceptable. I mean, these things are just incredible. I got a couple other Moras, the Companion and the 511, and they're just as razor sharp, but the ones I have are stainless steel. So obviously, you're not going to have any issues getting a fire started with that. If you want to do a little notching, let's use this one. Well, I don't know if you could tell on camera all the wood around here. I've been doing a bit of knife testing today, beating up on some other knives. But if you want to do food prep, perfect. Obviously, carving, these thin, lightweight blades that are razor sharp like this just make your work so much easier. and they're such a joy to work with, because just like anything else, when you have the right tool, your work is faster, easier, much more enjoyable. You'll have no complaints. You're not fighting with it to try to do something it wasn't designed for, right? And that's important. So these are little square nuts there. Of course, I didn't bring my knee pads today, and that was dumb. And this is cedar, just in case you're curious what kind of wood I'm working with. Should have you a good pot hanging knot there. If you just want to clean it up just to make yourself feel a little bit better, even though this will never hang a pot. But yeah, you can get this stuff done. Now, another one of these things they're known for is the 90-degree spine. So just kind of give you an idea. I mean, just shaving it off there. Give me just a second and I'll grab a fire steel. I mean, that thing just showers them sparks. So you obviously, I mean, if you need to get a fire started, you got a fire steel, you got a Mora Bushcraft Black, it's going to get the job done. Now, this is not going to be for prying, it's not going to be for stabbing, right? This is for your smaller, lightweight camp tasks that you'll need probably for 90% of the things you're going to do around camp. If you needed to skin game, process the food, just cutting up whatever meal you have, you know, obviously easily going to do that. And it's so nice because this is not going to form any hot spots whatsoever, because that rubberized grip, and it's very sticky. So even if your hands are wet, you're not going to worry about it slipping. And obviously, I mean, this thing just needed a shave wood. And that Scandi grind, it's just going to do it all day, right? I mean, you need to make a spear or a tent stake or a peg, you know, because I do that almost every time I go out. I don't ever carry tent stakes for when I'm hanging a tarp or anything like that. I'll usually just get out and carve them like that. If you needed to cut in the reverse grip. Bingo. I mean, this knife is everything that I thought it was going to be. It has been a joy to use. The price on them is awesome. I mean, for what you're getting, I mean, there are different setups. They have a more advanced sheath that you can get that I believe has like a sharpening stone and a fire steel with it. These, I think, run around $45 to $50. I'll put the price down below, maybe a link for one. But I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with the Mora Bushcraft Black. This thing is just, I mean, just easy to use. I mean, the blade is coated, so you don't have to worry about it rusting. Although I would still keep it oiled because it is a carbon steel, and carbon steel will rust on you. And maintaining your tools is always extremely important, especially when you're outdoors, especially if you live in a humid environment or a wet environment. It matters that much more. I'm really good about making sure that I maintain mine, because here in the South it does get really humid during the summer. And you can see it's not like I'm putting zero effort into this whatsoever right now. I mean, that's just how easy this thing will slice and dice whatever it is that you need. But it's just, you know, like I said, just remember what the intended purpose of your tool is so that you can use it correctly and not worry about it breaking. Don't try to stab this into a tree and hang from it or stand on it. Don't try to baton through big, huge logs, and you'll be good to go, right? Because I have seen people criticize the fact that a Mora will break, but I mean, this is probably 3 millimeters thick. Of course it's gonna break if you get carried away with it and go crazy with it. So keep your knives in their intended purposes, and the Mora Bushcraft Black will always get you there, and you will enjoy using it. Thank you, Semperfiknives, Knives, for sending this to me. This was just an absolute pleasure to use, and I will be sad to send it back, but maybe I'll just have to get one for myself because, man, these things are just amazing. All right, guys, hopefully this will help you in your purchasing decisions. Check out Mora Bushcraft Black. You will not be disappointed. I think there's enough people out there who have said it and have shown it, but I really just wanted to try it out for myself. Okay, guys, in the meantime, be prepared, have fun.